Welcome back to the channel. The name is Jemmy, and today I am going to make a beginner guide for brand new War Tycoon players. Let's get started. First and foremost, War Tycoon is a military simulator game with a focus on ground, sea, and air combat. The fun comes from upgrading your base while completing operations to unlock brand new vehicles and weapon systems. The game is a perfect fit for those who love modern military games with PvP and level grinding aspects. To start off your military tycoon adventure, you must first select a base. I highly recommend starting with Base Victor because the location is convenient for farming cash once you obtain ground vehicles. Once you get to the base where you want to operate, claim it quickly before someone else can take it. After you finish loading, you will be greeted to your new bare-bones base. The first plan of action is to maximize in-game cash generation by spawning in some oil pumps. Follow my pathing to see which tycoon buttons to walk over to accomplish this task. After creating the initial oil pumps for cash, you will receive a prompt telling you that more pumps are available outside. In order to get the money the oil pumps generate, you must redeem it from the cash collector as shown here. Follow my movement so I can show you where to buy the oil pumps outside of the main building. If you run out of currency, head over to the cash collector to obtain more. That's all of the pumps for brand new players. Now I am going to show you the best parts of the base to focus on. Do not under any circumstances buy the shield generator until you have finished the main foundation of your base. New players have a starter shield that is amazing at protecting you from raiders. Buying the shield will deactivate the starter shield, putting you in danger. I always like to start with the walls of the base to secure the perimeter. Starting from the spawn area, you can follow my pathing to buy the fortifications. You can hold off from buying the rest of the sniper tower buttons to conserve money and focus on buying the nearby gates instead. There is an additional gate near the shore of your base. As you can see, your base now has 360 degrees of security. The next focus would be on building up your arsenal of small arms weapon systems. You can find the M4A1 carbine right here. When you equip a weapon, it will force you to go to first-person mode. You can zoom back to third-person after unequipping it. Let's get the rest of our starter weapons. Press these buttons to unlock the first-floor arsenal. We can purchase our weapons, armor, and a riot shield for our loadout. If you want to save money in the early game, the loadout can be purchased later. Let's try out our new guns. You can equip your new armor here. Here is the locker for the riot shield. It is great for blocking incoming bullets. Now that we have our loadout, we can now focus on the important second floor buttons of our base. Make sure you always buy the owner-only doors to prevent enemies from entering your building. This button unlocks the ability to conduct operations. Operations allow you to unlock new weapons and vehicles. You can access operations with the task button on the top right. That's all for the second floor. Let's go upstairs to set up our C-RAM air defense system. The C-RAM is vital for the air defense of your base when your shield generator goes down. Its AI is solid, but you can also manually operate it. Now let's go up one last floor to finish up the foundation of the base. There are a bunch more Tycoon buttons left over that I will leave for you guys to explore yourselves. To find them, you can use the guide arrows button on the left side of the screen. In the later stages of the game, you will eventually need to buy the shield generator to scavenge oil barrels and supply drops for more cash. While the shield generator is active, enemies will not be able to destroy your oil pumps. When the shield is deactivated or destroyed, your oil pumps will be exposed for enemies to damage. Here is an example of drills that are destroyed. You can fix them by pressing the repair prompt with the appropriate amount of cash. Now I'm going to show you how to increase your cash flow with oil barrel gathering runs. We first need to build our vehicle garage. Your garage may look different since you start at Rebirth level 0. However, you will still have access to the Humvee, which is required for transporting oil barrels. To find the Humvee Tycoon button, you need to purchase the buggy first. Now let's buy the Humvee and do our first oil barrel requisition. As a reminder, this route is based on claiming the base on the plot of land called Victor. To find the barrel filling station, you can look at the light beams in the map. There are 2 in the main city and 3 on oil rigs. Be careful when driving on the bridge, as players can shoot them down and you will fall into the water. Now that we have arrived, you can follow my actions to load up a barrel into the trunk of the Humvee. Now we can head back to base. After you take an oil barrel, it will take 30 minutes for another one to spawn. Look for the house icon as shown. This will tell you which base is yours. Be careful when transporting an oil barrel. The whole server will be notified and the light beam will follow you, compromising your location. Try to return back to your base as fast as you can. Now we can grab the oil barrel and cash it in. Make sure you buy all of the buttons for this red warehouse, as it will increase the money you receive from oil barrels. We have successfully claimed an oil barrel. Repeat this process until you buy all available Tycoon buttons, then Rebirth to unlock access to new vehicles, weapons, and armor. I am now going to showcase a quick helicopter hangar rundown which is unlocked at Rebirth level 3. A lot of new players have been asking how to unlock helicopters, how to obtain helicopter parts, and where to spawn helicopters. Buying this button will unlock the operations needed to unlock new helicopters. Ships, hovercrafts, and planes will have their own operation unlock buttons in their respective areas. Once you unlock a vehicle, you need to make sure you bought the buttons that produce the vehicle parts in their respective areas. Once you buy all of the required buttons, you will start generating parts which will be stored in the hangar. Do take note that vehicle parts take a while to generate. I believe the developers did this to prevent players from spamming vehicle spawns too fast. To spawn a helicopter, you need to purchase the helipad and the vehicles themselves. I always like buying the Lakota and Little Bird after a fresh rebirth for their utility. Now let's use the helicopter spawner. The Lakota is a great early game helicopter for farming oil barrels. You can see that I need to wait for the helicopter hangar to generate parts before I can spawn the Little Bird. Here you can see the parts being stored into the helicopter hangar. With the required parts now in storage, we can finally spawn the AH-6 Little Bird. Continue grinding as you will unlock cool things like a secure bunker, mighty naval ships, amphibious hovercraft, burly tanks, nimble planes, and a research center to upgrade your vehicles for maximum destruction. Hopefully this beginner guide will help you get started in Roblox War Tycoon. But that's all I have for today. Please like and subscribe if this video helped you. See ya!